very warm welcome to all of you. Today I am here to discuss with you the theory of social contract. The concept of social contract is a recent concept. It was not prevalent in the ancient times. The theory talks about the manner in which we see the origin of the state. From the perspective of the subject of political science, state is the most important institution. Within that, the origin and the nature of the state form the major emphasis of the study. Now I want to know what is the origin of my state, how the state came into being. If we see the ancient political thought has given emphasis on the divine origin of the state, whereby the state was a product of the will of the god. If I talk about the ancient Indian political thought, if I look at the content of Manu Smriti, the state is a product of the god. Because God wanted, the state came into being and Manu became the first king. But where did the state come from? It came from the will of the god. Bhagwan ne chaha to state aa gayi. This was the widely held conception, whether in case of Indian political thought or if I talk about the Western political thought, in the thoughts of Plato, Aristotle, Socrates and the thinkers of those times, of the ancient times. They also attributed state to a virtuous entity and manifesting those characteristics which are the characteristics of God. So largely the origin of the state was divine origin. But things started changing with the coming of Enlightenment era. So with the coming of Enlightenment, we see the development of the theory of social contract. As per the development of this theory of social contract, the origin of the state lies in the contract between rational men. Rational men came together. These rational men, they came together. They had the capacity to know what is good for themselves. Something which was a break from the medieval times, because till the medieval times we used to believe that it is the church who will guide the human affairs, because the human being itself, he is not skilled enough, he is not rational enough, he cannot overcome his appetites and emotions to think rationally, and hence you need an external authority over the human, and that external authority largely was the religion or the church. The state used to establish the religious order. In case of India, the dharma of the king was to ensure that the life is lived as per the dictates of the religious texts. धर्म शास्त्र के अकॉर्डिंग जिंदगी चल रही है या नहीं, ये काम था किंग का. But with the enlightenment comes the thought that man is rational, he does not need external authority, he can look out for himself, and hence he is able to create a contract. Why do I need a contract? All human beings, the entire society comprises of rational men who came together, they formed a contract, and as per the contract, they created an institution called as state. They created an institution called as state. The theory of social contract. Society comes together in an agreement to form a state. Now this theory of social contract is the bedrock of the modern political thought. The rational man is the bedrock of the modern political thought. He can look out for his own interest, and my entire political thought is built on this principle. Social contract is a manifestation of that principle, that men are rational. So with that social contract, I created a state. Now as per this social contract, there are different conceptions of man, and the the nature of the contract changes for various thinkers. For example, if I talk about Hobbes, the contract is different. If I talk about Locke, the contract is different. The terms and the conditions of the contract are different as per the thinker's view. Later on, when we see John Rawls, in the contemporary times, he has given his theory of justice. He employs again this principle of social contract to build his theory. His terms and conditions of the contract are different. That means the state which will finally be arrived, that will be arrived as per the considerations of the thinker, but the methodology remains the similar, which is of the social contract. Now, social contract does not end here. There are many more concepts associated with social contract. Rational men coming together, it also tells me that these rational men agree on the principle of consent. So, consent as a principle becomes a part of the social contract, because all have consented. सबने agree किया है that we will form a state. This state is an entity to which we will give certain powers. And now you all know that consent is such an important principle. In the formation of laws, consent is very important. It becomes more important when we see the gender relations. The principle of consent comes from here. The principle of political obligation. I am obligated to obey the dictates of the state. The dictates of the state. Law बन रहा है, law follow करना है. I have an obligation. Why I have an obligation? Because I have agreed to the contract. I am bound by the contract. It's a moral obligation. It's a political obligation also. It's a legal obligation also. मैंने साइन किया है कॉन्ट्रैक्ट अपनी कंसेंट के थ्रू. फ्री ऑटोनमस विलिंग इंडिविजुअल्स केम टुगेदर एंड साइंड द कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड लेड टू द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ द स्टेट. तो ऑब्लिगेशन है एक टुवर्ड्स द अथॉरिटी. माय कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ पॉलिटिकल ऑब्लिगेशन कैन बी डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम माय सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट थ्योरी. Now, on this basis, the entire modern political thought is established, and the ideals associated with this contract are the defining ideals of our times, on the basis of which we are formulating our laws and our policies. This was a little bit about the social contract which I wanted to discuss with you. I hope it added value to your preparation. I'll again come with another video. Until then, all the very best.